before you start making your candle, if you're going to use the kitchen worktop like I am here, make sure you put something down to protect the worktop. Wax tends to leave a little bit of a film, so I'm using a plastic sheet here. You could use something like greaseproof paper if you wanted to, or if you're using a workbench then that won't matter. Step 1, we're going to take our wax sheet, place it with the short end facing you, and take the wick. Now this wick has already been waxed. That helps the candle burn and helps it to burn for longer. Going to measure the wick. So what we want to do is place it on the short edge of the wax sheet and cut it where my finger's marking, but leaving about 1 to 1.5 centimetres of wick, which will stick out of the end of the candle. So before we start rolling the candle, we need to slightly soften the wax, and we're going to do this by heating with a hairdryer for around about 20 seconds, 20 to 30 seconds. So make sure you're getting all over the wax. So slowly heating up the whole sheet. Now that we've heated the wax slightly, we're going to place the wick, making sure one end is right on the edge of one of the long sides, and it's going to be about 5 millimeters away from the short edge. And there's your 1 to 1.5 centimeters sticking out of the top of the candle. That's going to be the top. Once we've done that, we need to now lift up the edge of the wax and roll it around the wick, nice and tight around the wick. Next, we're going to continue to roll up the wax all along the edge of the candle. So it's a little bit tricky to start with when the roll is quite thin, but as you go on, you'll find that it gets much easier. And making sure at this end that we have got a nice, that the wax stays even, so that we're not rolling up in a spiral. We're going to end up with a flat bottom. So as you can see, it gets much easier when you get to this point. And you roll it up, bring it a bit further forward. You can see the edge is nice and even there. Once the candle's all rolled up, we've got the seam there, and we can just heat it for 10 seconds using the hairdryer again. And then gently press it down with your thumb, and that will seal it in. And here we have our finished candle.